this weekend. We'll let you know how hot it will be and how long it will last. Right here on AM HQ Weekend and Weekend Recharge.
Currently in our area, 54 degrees with foggy conditions. Today, overcast, slight chance of a rain shower. High 62, winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight. Low 46, winds light and variable. Sunday, partly cloudy. High 70, winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Monday on AM HQ.
You're about to see something you have never seen on television before.
I want to make sure everybody can get an idea of what's happening here.
Let's talk about that.
Let's lift the face of this and talk a little bit about tornadoes.
That's pretty impressive. Let me show you why.
We'll tell you about it coming up.
Welcome back to Weekend Recharge, and the South Carolina game versus LSU, well, has been moved because of last week's devastating flooding and the fact that it's just difficult to get around town and have the normal day-to-day services for the students and residents, let alone visitors and fans coming in here. They've moved that game, and with good reason. Look at the forecast here. Scattered showers, perhaps even thunderstorms linger with us as we head through this afternoon and into tonight as well. And that is not what they wanted. We're talking just even one more drop of rain is not what they wanted to see in this part of South Carolina. Well, in fact, classes were canceled this entire past week at the University of South Carolina for 30,000 plus students because of all the severe flooding across that state.
And we want to get more on the recovery efforts and an update on the classes for the students and staff. Let's bring in USC President Dr. Harris Pastides. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. What's the situation now on campus? We're so sorry for everything you've been through, by the way. How's that recovery going?
Well, we appreciate your sympathy, of course, and it's raining fairly heavily right now, as a matter of fact. I think the university might need an ark builder more than a president, but, you know, we're recovering slowly. We sent the students home. That was a very difficult decision, of course, right as we were approaching midterms, but we didn't think it was a safe or healthy environment and didn't want to add burden to the community. But they're coming back. We've decided to open on Monday, regardless of not having potable water coming out of the faucets. We have ordered hundreds of thousands of bottles of water. We'll have limited food service. And so I would say we're recovering slowly, and our fate is not nearly as bad as members of the surrounding community.
And speaking of the community, how is the community coming together to kind of work together for this cleanup?
Well, I took an aerial tour of Richland County and surrounding areas, courtesy of the sheriff, and it was something that had I not seen it with my own eyes, it would have seemed like a, you know, just like a story, if you will. There are people of every socioeconomic class and really in nearly every neighborhood by a lake or a river that's been heavily affected. But there's a volunteer effort unlike any I've ever seen before. We had almost every student that didn't go home, those that live off campus, for example, have signed up, 3,000 volunteers. So it's going to be weeks and months, of course, before anything approaching a full recovery. I-95 remains closed today in South Carolina, but you can see the signs of recovery for sure.
And besides the road closures and trying to get around that area, but you know, the running water, the water was compromised, the power was off for a while. What's the situation with the water and the power at this time?
Well, the water, the canal, the Columbia Canal has been breached in several places. The engineers are working feverishly to not lose the water. Ironically, there's less water in the canal now, about a third down relative to normal levels. So we have flooding and yet not enough water in the canal because so much of it breached into the Congaree River. Power has not been a problem. However, this morning, given the additional rains and it's thundering outside, there was a slight moment of of interruption, but actually power has not been the problem at all. It really is having enough water pressure coming out of for the people of Columbia. We can deal with the boil advisory, but we cannot deal very well with no water at all.
And Dr. Pastides, let's talk about the decision to move the football game. Again, football time of the year, October, big game against LSU. It looks like the timing on this was right on, especially with more rain falling today.
I never would have known that. You know, we made a very, very difficult call. A few fans were disappointed in us, of course. One of the biggest games of the year. Huge economic impact to the community with over 80,000 people expected to come. But we did the right thing. I'm confident of that, and it's going to be sunny. I know from your station, it's going to be sunny in Baton Rouge today. And let me give a little love to our friends at LSU. Their band has learned the USC Gamecock fight song. There have been posters around town welcoming the university, and I could not ask for more from a brethren university than we got from LSU.
And even right now, we're still tracking that rain as it moves through parts of the Midlands of South Carolina and heading on towards the I-95 corridor. And again, as the President just mentioned, there are portions of I-95 still closed in South Carolina, and it's a huge impact on travel.
It really is. A lot of roads are still closed. You can see Atlanta, Georgia. We've got some rain coming into the northwest suburbs there in Cobb County. There's that rain, though, that's really heavy with some lightning moving across the eastern parts of Georgia. And then we jump on up into Richland County, where Columbia has been dealing with thunder, lightning, heavy rain, just the last thing people want.
And then towards the coast, we still have some sunshine out there this morning, and that could lead to more stronger thunderstorms, more kind of fuel for the thunderstorms later on this afternoon. So even across the coast, you're not out of the woods yet for heavy rain as we head into your Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening.
I'm a doll with pretty blue eyes, shiny blonde hair, and cute little everything, and a perfect car, and a perfect house, and a perfect blouse. Yeah, I'm a doll, all right. Just like he's a pretty little pony. Duluth Trading, highly capable clothing.
Nothing unleashes power quite like the human foot. Introducing the most powerful IS performance line ever. Lease the 2016 IS 200 Turbo or the 2016 IS 300 all-wheel drive for these terms. See your Lexus dealer.
Attention women. If you have a transvaginal mesh implant and had surgery to repair or remove the mesh, you may be entitled to substantial compensation.
If you have a transvaginal mesh implant, call the Goldwater Law Firm. Over $2 billion have been set aside to pay claims. This may be your last chance to get a settlement. Call now before it's too late.
To see if you qualify for an out-of-court settlement, call 1-800-912-4242. That's 1-800-912-4242.
Tonight on NBC, it's down to 12 drivers in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup playoffs.
Kevin Harvick has been able to keep his championship hopes alive.
They're set for
A local pharmacy is about trust. It's about friendship and family. It's about community. By shopping at Beckley Pharmacy, you can build a lasting relationship with people whose top priority is your well-being. When we fill a prescription, we're not helping a customer, we're helping a friend. Not only do we guarantee the sincerity and personal attention you deserve, but we guarantee to beat any pharmacy's prices, and the money stays in our local community where it belongs. Beckley Pharmacy, what a pharmacy was meant to be.
We've been distracted. We've been focused on apps and hashtags and posts, anything but our friends. But today, we have this pizza. We get back in the moment and delight in the crispness of thin crust, slices of mozzarella, savory basil pesto, and the wholeness of cherry tomatoes, and in having a conversation with our voices in person. Today, we breathe life back into life. New Bon Appetit Pizza. Life is delicious.
Free shipping is now in effect, so call 1-800-731-1767. Online at drleafvac.com.
Record heat grips the nation this weekend. We'll let you know how hot it will be and how long it will last. Right here on AMHQ Weekend and Weekend Recharge.
Currently in our area, 54 degrees with foggy conditions. Today, overcast, slight chance of a rain shower. High 62, winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight. Low 46, winds light and variable. Sunday, partly cloudy. High 70, winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Welcome back to Weekend Recharge. We're going to get your weekend started here in Seattle, where we've got the rain in the forecast, not just this morning, but on and off, kind of intermittent as we go through the afternoon hours as well. Temperatures generally in the mid-60s before dropping back into the 50s, but we could see a lot of rainfall here in the Pacific Northwest, especially along the Olympic Peninsula, and especially as you gain elevation up into the Cascades.